So, hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for another edition of IndiThoughts. Today, we have a seasoned marketing professional, Mr. Sanjeev. He's been spending a lot of time in marketing. He's spent a lot of time in researching about marketing, and all over his career, he's been working with the hospitality industry. So, without further ado, I'll request Sanjeev to please introduce himself, talk about what he's been doing in his professional career, what are his takeaways for us, what is it in the hospitality industry that has let him stick around for so many years. So over to Sanjeev.
Thank you, Gaurav. First and foremost, thank you so very much for inviting me for this one-on-one talk. And you have asked so many questions. Let me answer one by one. Coming to my background, I have did my engineering and MBA in marketing, and after that, I got a chance to work for hospitality. And hospitality for me is a very addictive industry. I don't get a reason to leave this industry and go to another industry because whatever I have looked forward from marketing side, I think I have got everything from this industry. Coming to my expertise from last 15, 18 years, I'm into marketing and branding. And, my core forte is brand development and running various you can say successful marketing campaign. That's the reason you're still surviving in this competitive world of marketing. So for me, is a lot of learning, and every day there is a new learning if you are into a marketing. And over the years, especially from last 2 3 years, there has been a lot of changes has been done on marketing. So if you ask me, today's world, there are so many marketing gurus. You can't find so many students. Everyone has an input for marketing. So you have to accept and try to understand what they are saying because now the marketing has evolved more than 4P, what we have studied during our MBA days. There is something that's very unique that's come in the picture from last 4 to 5 years. That's emotions. And every big company, specifically the company who are directly associated with the service, they are working on how to engage, experiences of the guests who are availing their service, either hospitality, airlines, or you can say any other product which is sellable in the market. So the emotions and making an experience journey to the guest is very, very important. And that's where the marketing comes in the picture. It's not like you are running an advertisement and you just give a call and action detail, you're done with the marketing. And that's the old thoughts which we have studied during our MBA days. Now, how uniquely you present your product and how you gain the confidence of the guest, that's, the fight you have to struggle each and every day because uh, early there are limited five-star hotels, but now every city or whether in India or overseas, there are a number of leading brands active in various five-star arena. So you need to compete with them. They have the same services, they have the same banqueting, F&B, rooms, size, and everything is the same. Only one thing that differentiate is how they are going to capture the experience of the guests who are staying with them for 2 to 3 days of it stay window. So if you are able to maintain and get that trust of the guests and start having loyalty with them, that will take you to the next level. And that's where the loyalty programs are very active. And loyalty program, one of the key areas in marketing in today's scenario. So
Hmm.
it's important is how you retain your guests because getting a new guest is again you have to spend a lot of money and you have to attract. But if you have a retained loyal customer base with you, you can do a lot of stuff with them. Okay. Another thing, Gaurav, I'm very impressed with the young guns, uh, especially who just graduate from MBA colleges. Why? Because they are coming up with so many new ideas. Okay, and it's not they are not considering it's 9 to 5 job. They are working at their own free time, but the ideas are so solidified. If you listen to those young ideas and try to implement in today's scenario, you will be the next level. Okay, and that's where we are focusing on something called young millenniums. Okay, and that's a key segment which we are targeting for the hotel we have over here in India and overseas. So the journey is very good. For example, we are sitting in a month of November and December. That's a peak month for our hotels, and all my property across India are running 100% sold out. And that's give you a good positive vibes. But there was a period when there is, unfortunate COVID arena. Okay, the hotel was locked down for 6 or 7 months in a straight way. That has been very, tough time for us in hospitality and the airline because we work in hand to hand. It's a very sensitive industry, Gaurav. Okay, and when you're working for an industry who is very sensitive, every day there is a new learning. Okay, and only one thing that will keep you going is how positive you are. Okay, if you're looking into the money part in initial day, I don't think the hospitality is the perfect industry for you to opt for. But if you're looking into the overall growth of your persona, I think nothing can beat the hospitality and the airline industry because that's give you, you can have everything. Okay, you stay in best of the hotel, you travel in best of the air flights, you look into various new locations. You get a lot of opportunity to interact with new customers across the globe you know so it's up to you how you're going to avail the plus and negative of any of the industry. But for me, if you ask me honestly, this industry has given me everything. And as mentioned in Three Idiots, it's up to you. Okay, I'm enjoying my work. Okay, when I'm saying I'm enjoying my work, it means every day I'm eagerly awaiting to go to the office and work with various people, work on various campaigns, work on various new hotels which are coming into our portfolio, work on our existing hotels. So every day is new to me. I'm not getting bored. Okay, apart from this, I keep on traveling. Okay, you understand, you know me from long years. So I don't get a chance to think about any other industry. So for marketing, I think it's a perfect combination of, you can say it's not like only the product journey you can look into it. It's like overall how the other person or the end user going to conceive. For me, it's a perfect combination of optimism, ambition, and perception. So, if you able to figure it out these three key areas, I think it's a perfect way and you are enjoying your field. So generally what happens, people think everyone is, you talk to anyone. If you ask anyone to give any advice on marketing, every person is ready to give you advice. But that's also an opportunity to understand those feedback, and based on all your expertise, you guys to cultivate those ideas and come up with any of the new campaign which you're looking forward to execute. So
Sure.
for me, it's very very good industry, and for me, marketing and branding is what I enjoy. That's the reason I'm still with this area for long years.
Great. Perfect. So thanks a lot, Sanjeev, for a very detailed answer to our questions. So thank you for it. So now coming back to the original thought of this channel, that is talking about the indigenous thoughts or independent thoughts. Like when you were doing your masters or when you were doing your graduation, what was your thought about a career lifeline, or what was your thought about a career or a job, or what was it? Was it a fluke that you got into marketing, or was it your ambition that yes, I would want to be in marketing? Did you create a career chart for yourself? Did you charter that, or did you moved on with as the life took you and then you reached to this point?
I think Gaurav is, that's what I'm saying. When we did our masters, unfortunately, this is a fact. We are not so clear about our future aims, okay, and we just go by the flow, okay, and that's where there is a differentiation in today young girls who just going for master because prior they step into the MBA colleges, they have the clear dream in front of them, okay, and that helped them to save at least 4 to 5 years. Okay, in my scenario, to be very honest, when I opted for MBA, I don't have the great plans with me. I just said, okay, after MBA, I will be getting good placement, but that's not the case. I lived in a very fancy world. Okay, that time, that once you're done with the MBA, the companies are behind you, and you just have to go in a AC cabin, and you have a good lifestyle. But that was not the case. Okay, the day I graduated from my MBAs, that's where the real struggle start. Okay, and getting into marketing straight away from MBA is not easy. Then there is something called the sales and the brand development, and in a nutshell, it's a jargon, but it's all about selling, 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 selling. Okay, and if you're looking into the company structure, if you have 10 to 12 sales people, there is only one marketing person.
Right.
Okay, and getting into that marketing, and then again you have to elevate on that area. I think in my case is a bit of destiny, to be very honest. When I joined my first company, that's an American company. That time that company has only 6 or 7 hotels in India. But that's a turning point for me. Okay. And Gaurav, if you're getting good bosses in your early days, I think half the struggle has been over.
Right.
If
Right.
you are giving you 100% and your boss is, recommending you for the next level because you are proving yourself, I think that's take you to the next level, and it's up to you how much hard work you can put into that respective work.
Right.
So I think for me it's a destiny, and after that I haven't seen back. Every work has up and down. That's okay, but getting into the right place at the right time, I think that for my case is very defined by destiny. It's not that I opted for it.
Mm. Great, great. So thanks a lot, Sanjeev, for a good answer, a very honest answer from your heart. Because what
Yes,
our channel is targeting are the people who are just starting their career or who are just graduating from the colleges like B schools and who do not know that what is going to be the next step. Because we would want them to meet professionals like you who have been there, done that. Because with
yes.
your experience, I've been seeing you since years. I've been seeing you struggle. I've seen you as a starting professional to a thorough professional after 15-20 years. So this is the kind of experience which we would want to showcase it to our friends who are listening and who are seeing to our podcast. So that is what we want. So on
Thanks,
that
Gaurav.
note, yeah, on that note, Sanjeev, a very cliched question that let's say today you are again getting out of a B school, you're again 22 years or 23 years old, Sanjeev, with all the rosy ideas and those long hair and all those aspirations which you used to have when you graduated. What is it that you are going to do now if you get your youth back, or I'll say that 20 years back? What is it that Sanjeev will do now? Would repeat the story again, or do you want to do something different
Uh,
this time?
I wish, Gaurav, I will go back 20 years. Okay. First and foremost, one thing that I will take very seriously is my parents' advice. Okay. I don't bunk any of the lecture, and try to execute or use those 8 to 10 hours in the college very seriously.
Mhm.
Okay. What happened in our time, I don't know about everyone, but yes, in our batch, there are a lot of talented mates who have done very good in their life. I'm very happy for them. But I think, in my case, is, sort of, just enjoyment. Going to MBA, that's in Pune, just to live your life in Pune for 2 years. But if I go back now, I took it very seriously. Okay, and every lecture or any of the placement or internship which I earlier opted, okay, I took it very seriously. And as we grow in our batches from first year to second year, I have at least 4 to 5 years of a plan well in advance with me.
Got
Okay, don't be so nostalgic. Okay, don't be very demanding that I have to go in this location only, I don't have to go in that location, because I think in the early years, if you put 100% of years, that shape your entire future. If I, in my first placement, if I go to Chennai, maybe today I will be sitting somewhere else.
Mm.
But why? Because I'm from North India, I have to come back to Delhi. I just leave that opportunity that time. I opted each and every opportunity that come to my way if I go back 20 years.
Right, right.
So that's definitely because I know myself what I did in MBA. So no one can know much better than what I have did. So, but seriously, if I've been any advice which I'm giving to my cousins who are opted for IIMs or any other leading colleges, just to give focus for 2 years. Okay, listen to your lecturer, listen to the company manager where you are doing your interns, listen to your parents. Okay, yes, after once your future is set, you can have enough time, Gaurav. You can do whatever you want.
Mm.
But for that 2 years, you just have to give your 100%, which was not the case when I did my MBA.
But you're still successful. You still proved that yes, all fun and no study can also bring you to a good place.
Gaurav, to be very honest, I'm not saying I'm not successful, okay? Because that's what I'm saying, if I was serious at that time, I say 4 to 5 years of mine, okay? And in today's scenario, 4 to 5 years are very, very important.
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
if you have 5 years with you, you can do. You never ever imagine what you can do if you have an idea in your place.
Mm. Right.
So time is money. Now I understand why people are saying it's money, but now the time has gone.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Sanjeev, one more question which we would want you to answer is that let's say you win a lottery, uh, $10 million lottery. What is it
Oh,
that you want to do with that money right now? What is it? What would you do with that kind of money?
10 million US dollar is a huge amount, Gaurav. First and foremost, I'm not so lucky, but if you are saying I can think, if I got that money, 10 million US dollar, I'm on that age bracket, just crossed 40. I wanted to do, something for the humankind. Okay, I wanted to get away from this rat race. Okay, I'm X designated. My boss is this designated. I wanted to do something, that will help people. Okay, I'm not saying on a bigger level, but I initiate something that give me a inner peace. If you ask me today, my ambition is not to, go for a higher designation or earn more and more money. My ambition is to have a peace and try to give something back to the society. Okay.
Right.
And if I have that money, I definitely invest somewhere in the rural areas, for example, in Himachal, and try to help people who require that money to build their future or whatever they want to do in their life on a good way. So I wanted to spend those money over there and try to take their blessings because that give me an inner happiness. So that's in case if I have something, but that's one of my future plan that after for 2 3 years of it I wanted to give something back to the society. So once the plan gets finalized, I will definitely share with you on your platform.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Sanjeev. One last question is that what is it that Sanjeev would do? So let's say if today is going to be uh, a closure of 2021 and 2021 is the last year of the earth. What is it that Sanjeev would do now? What is that one wish that Sanjeev wants to fulfill uh, for himself, for his family, for whatever it is?
If tomorrow is the last day, or I only wish I say sorry to the people whom I hurted, okay, and try to admit my mistakes openly, okay, and whoever helped me in any way, I wanted to thanks them prior I move to the next world. So this is what I have in my mind, but life is very sensitive. But definitely, If it's the last day, and if I know that today is the last day, definitely my phone keep coming busy because I'm calling people whom I wanted to say thanks, or I'm calling people whom I have to say sorry.
Awesome, awesome. Very, very touchy, very, very emotional, Sanjeev. One last, your pennies of advice to our listeners, to our audience, that what is it that Sanjeev wants people to think about or do when they're stepping into the corporate world or thinking about stepping into corporate world?
See, Gaurav, I don't consider I can give advice, okay? But in my opinion, I think the people who are stepping into the corporate world, they need to be very realistic in their approach. They need to learn the things prior they are getting it executed. What happened? Everyone is starting giving. They are living in a very fairy and rosy world. So for me, to the young girls who are entering into corporate, be realistic and try to focus on main objectives. Try to listen what their seniors are saying. Don't ever get into a frame that you know each and everything. Okay. If you know today's technology, the person whom you are going to report, he has an experience. And take my words, Gaurav, anyone can learn platform or technology, but experience come with an age. So if you know the technology, you know at various platform, you need to understand the person who's sitting whom you're going to report very seriously, that what why he is saying why, because it come from an experience.
True.
So over be on a learning phase. Never ever think that you know each and everything. You just pass out from a good college, you know everything latest. That's a wrong understanding. You need to understand the experience. For experience, you have to give age. And the senior whom you're going to report, they have an experience because they have given the age. So always respect your seniors and try to learn from them. And once you are in a learning phase, I think no one can stop you. Okay. Every time it's a learning. Today also, if you ask me, Sanjay, what's your expert? I'm not expert. Every day I'm learning. Only the thing I have changed, now I have an experience with me. So that's only change. That's everything. Every day I'm learning. So what I request the answer to learn and respect your senior. If they are saying something, understand why they are saying something. Okay. So learning curve to be there always.
Right. So thank you. Thanks a lot, Sanjeev, for giving us your precious time. As you rightly
Anytime,
said,
Gaurav.
time is money. Thanks a lot. And
Thank you,
we'll be
Gaurav.
we'll be waiting for another session with you with more stories from your career, more stories from your journeys. So thanks a lot, Sanjeev. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great.
you, Gaurav, and have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.